Hey everybody, it's Chase. How's it going out there in AVA land? Let's see. We'll give everybody a few minutes. It's not really a sneak attack. I'm trying to do this every Tuesday, but sometimes I don't get the thumbnail up until late, and I had a video today, so maybe it threw some people off. I don't normally do a video on Tuesday, but we'll since we have the live, but we'll talk about that in a minute. Looks like Dino is in the house. Says 11 Midnight Movies Cult Classic Show. Thanks, man. Yeah, I am. I hope people like that. I hope it catches on this time. I tried doing that like in the first few weeks of my channel, and nobody was out there yet. So I kind of wanted to reintroduce it, give you a little idea of what it would be like. It'll be a bit different, but I'm hoping to drop it in a couple of times a month. It won't necessarily be a weekly thing. It'd be probably a couple of times a month. But I like kind of doing series, the midnight movies, the Friday night rentals. I like doing series, some things that you can count on, look forward to, and then mix in all kinds of other crazy stuff. What's up, Patrick? Chill. Hey. How are we doing out there? Excuse me. I have seen Messiah of Evil. That is a very creepy, small town tone, weird creep factor movie. Hey, Chase. One good Chase deserves another. There's Becca. I am back home tonight, by the way. I'm not in a hotel room anymore. We actually drove home again like last night. We were supposed to check out. We were going to leave at like 5 o'clock this morning or 4 o'clock this morning and drive home. But we ended up leaving there at about 4:30 in the afternoon yesterday. So we were home by like 11 o'clock, 11:30 last night. William, what's up? A movie called Bull. Yo, Carrie, what's up, man? Blockbuster box sets in the house. What's up, Mike? Dang, excuse me, y'all. Excelsior Movie Reviews. What's up, man? Good to see you. Did I see I did see that. But I've never seen that movie, Carrie. I've never seen it. What's up, Smokestack? Trainer DC in the house. Dang, y'all. Excuse me. Dino's still in here with us. I see my man Jason. I thought I did. There he is. Yo! Movie Mass 4K, man. I know most of y'all are probably subscribed to my man Jason, but he's getting so close to that magic 1,000 mark. We got to get him in there. So you got to make sure you're subscribed to him. We're going to do some news tonight, all that kind of stuff. We're going to talk about the Markiplier thing and his movie just a little bit more. Some stuff I'm excited about coming, and some 4Ks of the week, some off the board picks for you guys for 4Ks of the week. And I got like a little surprise in the mail that I want to share with you all tonight. It's just a cool thing. It's a silly, fun, cool thing, but came out of nowhere. It's very cool, though. Who knows? Could be big. I have an unboxing I still got to do because it was waiting on me when I got back. I got the Life Force big box from Imprint. And Mike, my box order from you is here. Thanks, Becca. everybody was like, "Oh, do some Valentine's stuff, do some Valentine's Day stuff." And last year I did a Valentine's Day list and it didn't do that well. But today was kind of one of a couple of videos that I have that are Valentine's adjacent date night horror movies. I thought that would be fun, but I'm going to tell you guys, for like the last 5 videos that I've done, all of a sudden, like every video is 10th out of 10 coming out of the gate. Like they're not doing well for whatever reason. I'm not. Sometimes you just hit these valleys out of nowhere on YouTube, and they just your stuff just crashes like just real hard. Like for instance, I had consecutively my videos were 25,700, 21,000, 18,733, 17,000 views, 19,489 views, then 7,000 views, then 5,000, and then just like 2,000, 3,000, 2,000. Like and it's just they just fall off, and there's really no rhyme or reason why. You're doing the same thing you always do. So it's kind of interesting. Under the Rim Rocks, hello out there in Montana. What's up, the defense? Yo, all my boys are in here now. The Last Movie Standing is in the house. Brian, I was just watching your haul video. I didn't finish it before I had to come on. I was just watching your haul video, and I saw you got the John Wicks, and then I realized that I think I'm missing the slip on John Wick 1, at least. What's up, Adrian? Yeah, I got the big Life Force, and I got your box, but I haven't opened anything yet. I've been so busy researching. Hopefully, my computer stays on. Researching a new computer build and either parts or buying a whole new computer, and trying to get videos finished that I haven't even opened anything. I haven't seen Hard Eyes, and it's a pretty obvious one. I kind of wanted to go stuff that isn't like right here that people are just thinking about that's recent. Well, hello up in Canada, Maria. Hello. It's got to be cold there, right? Got to be cold. Not that I put out solid gold content, but my stuff has been bombing hard. Like, yeah, I mean, seriously, it was just with those numbers I was saying, it was just starting to get back to normal a little bit from another dip like that. And then now it just went again. I got no rhyme or reason. A good budget disc, 4K disc player would be the Sony. I think it's the Sony XM700 or X700M. It's a couple $100, and that one's a pretty good. Brian's in here. He has that one too. But Brian, you can tell me if I got the model number wrong on that. But the Horror Stream Live, how's it going? Yo, Tyler in the house, the very first channel member. I have to say that every time. I am. I can't say I'm a fan. I will not be looking to purchase Predator Badlands. Not a fan. What's up, Austin? Hey, hey, hey. I love if I'm reading that name right. That's pretty funny. Yo, Robert's in the house. Good to see you, Robert. Hey, Chase, what's good? Everything? How's everything? Everything is good. Just had a little quick trip out of town to Universal Studios Mardi Gras and Festival of the Arts at Epcot, and ate a lot of food, but like in small bites. You go to these food booths, and it's got like little tapas, little small bites. You're trying all these flavors from around the world, and Rich and I share it. So eat and walk, and the Mardi Gras is like, besides Halloween Horror Nights, Mardi Gras at Universal, their festival, and Festival of the Arts at Epcot are my favorite things to do besides Halloween Horror Nights. So we did that for a couple days, and it was fun. Fortunately, we live close enough to drive 6.5 hours or so to get there. Severin's Bay of Blood. You know, I can't even tell you the last time I ordered from Severin. I think it was the Black Friday sale before last. Not this past one, but the one before. Eli, what's up, man? Says, don't forget to slash that like button and sub to this awesome channel. Thanks, man. Somebody the other day said, I love the Casey Kasem way that you do your countdowns on your list. Coming in at number 10. Honestly, I do that to help if you're like going back through the chapters, and to help myself as I'm talking through to remember where I'm at. Because I just do bullet points. It's not like I do a whole script. I do like bullet points, so I got to try to remember where I'm at. Yeah, it might have time to do with the time of the year. It's just weird. Like you'll be cruising along like that, and then boom, nothing goes anywhere. And you're working just as hard, and you're putting just as much into it. Got the Scream 7 popcorn bucket. Cinemark just released them. Do you guys know? Don't tell anybody, but I haven't seen a Scream past Scream 3 or 4. Yep. Finding John Wick 1. Yeah, that's what started all. Yeah, like that one I've got. Now I have a fancy like box set of John Wick 1 from overseas, but I don't have just the standard with the slip. Actually, it's over there because I just was watching it. But ah, let's see. It looks like I don't have 1 or 2 with the slips, but I got 3 and 4 with the slips. Yeah, he's got a video that dropped. So does Jason. Jason, they both got a video that dropped today. Just like right, not long before I came on. Business US, first time catching the live stream. Great channel. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, Blockbuster Box says 700 and the 800 both perfectly fine. Yep. Yeah, 700 works great. It's got some quirks. Like you got to change things on and off, but it's a good price. Listen, I can't like now. Every time I see Anaconda of 2025, I hear my Anaconda don't want none unless you got buns, huh? Like I think I've sang that like 50 times because I've seen commercials and stuff for that. You got your Black Friday, man. Just got it today. Yeah, that took a while. Yeah, there is no rhyme. It seems like there's no rhyme or reason. And as much as they tell us, they send these creator videos about how they're cracking down on AI channels and they want AI channels off there. You getting a lot now of these faceless AI movie list channels popping up that rip off our ideas a lot, but they seem to be doing just fine on most of their views. So I don't know how much I believe that. You're not lying, Carrie. That box is an interesting box set together that I would like to have, but it's kind of odd. It's like a mixed bag. Blu-rays, 4Ks, some stuff that has 4Ks other places. It's kind of a mixed bag, but it's a bunch of good movies. Hello from Colorado. I was in Salvation Army today, had a basket of physical media. Asked the manager, give me 50% off my basket. Oh, nice. Nice. That's the way to do it. Get the deals. Get the deals. I appreciate that. Been subscribed for a month and totally love your channel. Keep it up. I'm going to do my best. I am going to do my best. All my money going to Melusine on Friday. Happy. So, yes, there's a big Vinegar Syndrome and Melusine sale that starts on Friday. I don't think I have anything else that I want to get, because I got the subscriber thing. I got the one other Melusine. I got the Debbie Does Dallas on my monthly, to go along with my monthly pre-order I've already paid for. That's a new release. I don't think if there's anything else over there, but I will definitely be looking in on that Vinegar Syndrome sale to see if there's anything that we want to get. And who knows? Maybe they drop that Rad VSU. We don't have a really date for that yet. But now's the time. Now's the time, Brian. Now's the time. Obey and consume always. See, now I've been hearing this. I've been hearing this a lot lately. Your videos haven't shown up in my algorithm or any other movie channels I'm subscribed to and consistently watch. YouTube dry spell isn't on my end. I appreciate it. I have honestly at least a dozen people in the past week I have heard that from. And people would know that. I mean, there were some people like, I thought you took a break from making videos for a while. I haven't seen, it hasn't told me anything. So I don't, that doesn't really make sense when you have like people that like to watch you consistently and then it just gets dropped off of their feeds. It doesn't make any sense. But it's definitely happening. Oh. You had fun. I've been there I've been to New Orleans at Mardi Gras once. But I definitely love the whole vibe and everything. I couldn't imagine being in college right there. Every time I say something like that on Reddit, always replies bonk. You haven't seen past Scream 1. Okay, Jason hasn't seen past Part 3 either. I don't feel so bad. Scream 5 and 6 were very good. I mean, I got nothing against watching. I just hadn't watched them yet. But so if people say they're good, I mean, I look forward to watching them. You topped out at Scream. Watching my list today made me wonder about lists for crowd pleasers in a movie night friend gathering. It's, every time, like when I do the Friday night rentals, crowd pleasers are harder to come up with than you would think in some ways. Because by definition, those need to be movies that please a whole crowd, that has different taste, that's something like everybody can get behind and agree on. And that's very hard to do. Yeah, I'm totally lost on the rest of that. I saw that. That gives me. I'm super interested there. Nerdy Panda in the house. The new sci-fi, yes. Hail Mary, I'm looking forward to. Hail Mary, I'm looking very much forward to. Oh man, and then seeing that trailer, the full other trailer, the stuff for Disclosure, Spielberg's Disclosure Day, and hearing him talk, I'm telling you, man, I think we're getting close to getting something like that for real. Like hearing him talk was interesting, but I am dying to see that. J Money in the house. What'd you think of When Harry Met Sally? Do you know I just got the 4K of that? Damn it. It's sitting right here somewhere. It's sitting right here somewhere. I just got the 4K, so I haven't watched that movie in years. So I look forward to watching it on 4K. Be interested to hear what you think of it. It's got that very good fall vibe too. It's a good fall watch. YouTube been hitting you hard with the commercials too. You mean like commercials on your videos? They know you're about to get that monetization threshold. But they've been putting, like, I know, like when I'm watching videos too, like just anybody's videos, there it seems like there's more and more commercials. Um, but I mean, I know that's how people get paid. I mean, like without them, we don't get anything. Pardon me. Do you have any gray poupon? We used to do that stuff to people at red lights after that movie came out and that commercial. Do I think Beyond Yes. Yes, I think it eventually will get a 4K. I think it probably will. Yo, why so blue tube channel icon moved up to channel legend. Why so blue tube and Steve Rossman have been channel icons for the longest, so they have reached past the threshold where they have become legend. Really, General? See, it's so weird, man. At least I'm showing up for you, brother. Top movies with extreme weather. No, but that's not a bad idea, man. Listen, I'm open to ideas. I got a book full, and I plan to be doing this for many years, so I will throw that in there. I like that, especially getting around this time of year. We're getting around storm time over the next couple of months. You still get yours? It's totally random stuff. Yeah, it's very weird. Based on personality, I say become big bro. Part one is a classic. I do like part two was filmed about 15 minutes from where I live. A lot of it at Agnes Scott College, um, right down here. And of course, I had Sarah Michelle Gellar. I like the cast, the additional cast in the second one. Um, I can't really remember much about the third one. Censor overlords have me on a watch list. Shadow ban. I haven't done anything. I barely even say a bad word on a video anymore. You went to New Orleans for your bachelor party, Jason? Oh my. Your brother threw up in the hallway leading to the bathrooms in a gas station just outside of town. Um, I have oddly been to New Orleans a couple times because my high school sweetheart, her dad got transferred to Mississippi with General Motors, and so we went over there a lot. And I mean, I loved walking around there eating and drinking. Whoa, a big $50 super chat. Man, from the art of guitar says, love what you do. Yeah, the algorithm messes with everyone. I have nearly 1 million subs, and a huge percentage never even get the notification. We just got to keep on keeping on. That's a crazy, insane. That's why, man, I appreciate that big time. All of it, not just the 50, but the message, because that shows the importance of, like, especially if you do this and it becomes part of your living. You're doing this because it takes so much time. That show, people say subscribers don't matter, but they do. The higher your floor is, so like the more subscribers you have, even if they only show your videos to a small fraction of your subscribers, the more you have, the bigger that total number is. So it's still every subscriber out there matters. That's why we say like and subscribe and stuff like that. We hate to say it, but it usually the old school of marketing is it takes somebody 7 points of like contact or being reminded to act before they'll act, and that's actually gotten more. That number's actually gotten higher now that the way we're contacted through things changes. So, and then it's tough because a lot of people watch on TV and it's not that easy to like or subscribe from the TV. But that shows the importance of subscribers because if YouTube only wants to show it to like 10% of your subscribers and you've got 10,000 subscribers, that's only 1,000. But if you've got 100,000 subscribers, well, they're showing it to 10,000 people right off the rip. So it does matter. I appreciate that so much, man. Totally watched Weird Science last weekend after Friday Night Rentals. I put that on too. I actually fell asleep with it, and it's been on my mind since. You see, I put some different stuff in my background. Got Friday 13th because that's coming this weekend. Friday Night Rentals this week is going to have a theme. We're going to kind of go Valentine's Day meets Friday the 13th. So we're gonna have our first theme on Friday Night Rentals this week. Oh, quietly you picked up Dante's Peak and The Peacemaker 4K from the Kino sale. Nice. Dante's Peak, like we watched it a couple weeks ago. Thought it looked great. Thought it sounded great. Everything. Like it did on my system. I don't know what anybody else might have thought, but it sounded and looked great on mine. Last one for you. Yeah, I don't remember past that one. I do have some VHS tapes, and I'm if I had space, I would collect more. And I'm gonna have to buy some. We're gonna have to get some soon because they're gonna have to be in. They're gonna basically be used as props in the horror anthology wraparound story that I'm filming. So gonna have to get some more. Why So Bluetooth wants a proper uncensored Adventures of Cliff Booth trailer. I do too. I can't wait to see that. Yeah, yeah, it was good. I'm definitely that, man. I'm definitely that. Oh, I'm glad you like. Yeah, it is. It's hard to. It's got everything, man. That's Reiner right there for you. I'm still waiting to get mine. It might be out there. I haven't checked the mail. Yeah. Oh, so you've already you've got that foreign one, right? It's like it's the German 4K, right? Or is it Cape Light? I can't remember. I've got it. It doesn't have a slip or anything. Damn, where is it? Here's Dante's Peak, and I got stuff laying everywhere. But I'm looking forward to watching it. 100 gigabyte disc, big disc energy, disc YouTube, disc. Listen, Henry Cavill, I'm excited. He's in the Highlander and he's in Voltron. Like I'm looking forward to seeing both. Yeah, Ignite Films told me that's coming. We're going to get the announcement on it soon. And then hopefully I'll have Brian Usna and the leading ladies in the cast to do an interview with here soon. What is a classic midnight movie that I would like to see get a quality modern remake? Ooh, that's a good question. Um, I'm gonna say one that's sacrilege because I love it so much. I don't know, man. I would like to see what could be done. I'm not gonna say it. I can't do it. I can't do it to it. Um, I would say Reanimator, but it's so perfect how it is. And I can't imagine anyone else in those roles. I think you could push it further even now in some ways if you weren't making it worried about the, big theatrical run. I almost said Videodrome, but Videodrome holds up perfectly just how it is. It is even more relevant than when it was made. Um, hmm. I would have to think about any more than that. That might be a good video topic. That might be a good video topic. Well, that's good. It's so weird. Like, why is it's like so different for you? Mean like when the YouTube like recommends, like channel recommends? It's like it's an all or nothing game. Yo, John Doe Juggalo in the house. Jeff is here. As a big Criterion Collection collector, there are some titles that should be in the library. Oh yeah, I got plenty of Criterions. Um, yeah, man, I was a film teacher, so I got my snooty side. They're over there. There's a bunch. I think I got 80. And it's not, I don't have a ton. I got like 80, something like that. Jeff. Gary, Jason. Everybody's just hollering one names. I have. I have. I thought it looked outstanding. I'm gonna do a full review on my Patreon and my YouTube for my Patreon and YouTube channel members. I thought it looked incredible, and I hadn't seen it forever, but I thought it looked outstanding. It's not like my favorite movie. I'm not gonna go watch it 100 times. I did a list on Bigfoot movies. I did that like what about a year ago? I did it about a year ago. I did. I did that. I love Bigfoot movies. Sasquatch. Bastards. Gotta love New Orleans. About 100 watching and 3 likes. That's all I got is 3 likes now. YouTube's gonna kill me. That's rough. What's up, the kid channel in the house? My channel is your brain candy. I love it. Oh yeah, man. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. I got so hyped. That's why I put it over here for right now. The first one. That would be crazy. I'm not I like I we watch other people that do this, and we watch people that go to Disney and all like all that kind of stuff. I don't know. My son watches video gamers, and it's on my channel sometimes. I think, but yeah, that's sadly about right. Hush 4K, Prince of Dark. Yeah, there's a big shout sale going on. Voltron's real. It's real. Oh yeah, it's still better than that. And I like Lionheart. I like a lot. That's coming on 4K, right? That got just got announced. Um, No, I did not. I didn't realize he was in it. That's a interesting one. Logan's Run. That would be that would be an interesting one. They could go ahead and go full on with their content that they wanted to do in the movie. You know, the only reason that movie is not completely filled with extreme amounts of nudity and sexual situations, more so than it is because that would have required more makeup because they got to make up their skin, like, you know, keep them from shining and like all this kind of stuff. And they didn't have the money. But that's the only reason, not because of modesty or anything, not because of ratings, even. And before it disappears, I just want to say thank you again to the Art of Guitar for that. That was super generous, man. I appreciate that. $50 super chat. What do I think the most underrated action star of all? Who do I think that is? Most underrated action star? Uh, I mean, it would be easy to say Van Damme, but I think he's rated about where he should be because he's not the level of actor. Definitely not the level of actor of Stallone. I mean, Stallone's been people give Stallone grief, but Stallone's been nominated for Oscars for acting and Golden Globes and stuff like that. He can act, but he doesn't have even the acting ability of Schwarzenegger. He doesn't have his charisma. But for what he did, he was good. You know, I think one that could had a bigger career that didn't get as much as he probably should have is Dolph Lundgren. He could have been more. He had a chance. And I think Bruce Willis overall is underrated as an action um, actor because he could have done more of that too. He proved it. We're getting the 4K of Logan's Run though, so that's cool. I don't know if I would remake anything Lynch did. That way lies trouble. Kuato, start the reactor. Free Mars. Yep, I sure did. The Criterion video drum disc is fantastic. I still got to watch. I've got the Arrow one that I got to compare them. I watched it, but I need to compare them side by side. We do need the Rock and Armageddon 4Ks, and thank you for bringing that up. Like, I know Ken over at Mid Level, like he did a video like a week or so ago. This is not like calling him out or anything, but he did a video a week or so ago saying, that that these aren't coming to 4K. That these had been said they were coming to 4K, like Armageddon, and I forget which other couple of the others. And he said they're not coming to 4K because my man, the guy over at Digital Bits now said that they're not coming to 4K. But like, um, you know, the thing about that is you have like Dawn of the Disc and some others saying that their sources tell them they're coming to 4K, and then you have the guy at Digital Bits saying his sources say that you should take that with a grain of salt and that they're not coming to 4K. But and he said and I messaged him on Twitter. I commented because he's like, you shouldn't trust anybody that won't. They don't list their sources. And I said, will you tell me your sources? And he's like, I can't do that. Like, so it's basically just people on both sides not revealing any sources. So that's a big nothing burger to me. Um, just because one person says they're not coming, I don't know. I have no sources at Disney, so I can't help you with that one. But I think it's. I don't think I would run with it either way overall. I would say, like when I covered Dawn of the Disc saying, I said he's saying this is coming. This is a rumor that's coming. But I wouldn't take it as gospel, and I certainly wouldn't take someone else saying the opposite as gospel either. Oh God. Oh God. Oh, see, Brian, that's why I didn't want to say it out loud. That's why I didn't want to say it out loud. There's an idea for me, a snooty movies you like or love. What's so funny is I've said a million times, like I like all kinds of movies. So like I don't actually, but like I know that a lot of people that only watch a certain kind of movie think of themselves a certain kind of way, and they think of those movies a certain kind of way, and all that kind of stuff. And people on the other side look at them a certain kind of way. So it, you know, is what it is on that. Night of the Lupus. Yeah, Criterion can put together cool sets when they want to. That is a good set. I got to get that one on the sale. I am saving. My man Steve Rossman sent me a gift card to Barnes and Noble for Christmas, and when we get around to the next half off sale, I'm going to use it to buy that Wes Anderson set. Was watching old videos, and here I am. No problem. I enjoy the vibe. Enjoy the vibe. No, it's not a good movie. It's not a good movie, but it looked incredible. I am committed to the VSU line, so it was never a question. But it's definitely better than, in my opinion, than Mac and Me and Garbage Pail Kids. It's better than Daryl. It's not at the bottom of the. It's better than Six String Samurai. So it's not at the bottom of the VSU list. I have not seen the Japanese horror movie Prey. I'm not that big into J horror. I'm just not. But I haven't seen that one. Yeah, I don't think Criterion will put them out. It won't come from them. Disney not gonna license that to them. I did. I'm just waiting on it. I'm waiting on it. Been trying to revisit a movie you hadn't watched in years. This week was The Raid. Redemption still holds up. I have never seen The Raid, or I haven't seen any of those. My buddy Edward, who worked on movies with me, huge fan of them. I got the Prince of Darkness 4K Steelbook and the black box set. Yeah, I watched the black and white version. That was interesting. I actually watched both versions. I watched the original one first because I had never seen it. Starman's awesome, and that is an incredible 4K. Oh, Chase Street with a $10 super chat says, like Bigfoot movies, have you seen Skinamax, Sweet Prudence, and the Erotic Adventure of Bigfoot? Honestly, a pretty funny movie. Had the hyphen because YouTube. Nice. No, I haven't seen that, but now I must look that up. I must look that up post haste. Thanks for the super chat, man. Could do a video of defunct movie studios like Canon and around. Yeah, yeah. Canon got a big catalog that I love. I was started working on a video. I don't know. I'll run it by you guys. I started thinking about this because I've got a bunch of these Alien ripoff movies, like ripoffs of the movie Alien. Because I'm a huge fan of Galaxy of Terror, and Forbidden World. And then I started thinking about those, and I was like, "There's a lot of rip-offs of the movie Alien and Aliens." And I thought that could be a fun list if I could come up with 10. I don't think it'd be that hard to get 10. Mine may be outside. I might need to go check the bin. My delivery, because I thought it told me it was out for delivery today, but I could be wrong. I got Westworld, Excalibur, and The Visitor, or whatever, those three all at once. Kurt Russell is a great one for an underrated action star. He really is. To me, it's like, to me he's not underrated because to me he's so important because he's like top in my around my top five actors. Like actors and movie stars. For me, in the top, you got Harrison Ford and Stallone and Schwarzenegger and Mel Gibson and Kurt Russell and Denzel Washington and Jimmy Stewart. Those guys are all rolling up to the top for me. I'm gonna pretend you didn't say that. Oh yeah, yeah, that's a old one. There was a I used to have the metal old metal lunchbox for that movie. I ordered the Double Impact 4K from MVD. I did the pre-order on Double Impact, and what was the other? And there was two from MVD. Quaid, Quaid, part man, part machine, all cop. Yeah, I've been trying to. I saw Brian got part two. I got that too. I just got this in too. I got it as well. Even though I had it in the Paramount Scares package, me and Jason from 4K Movie Mass 4K, we watched this when he was at my house. This 4K is legitimately insane. One of the best 4Ks I've ever seen. It is so good. It is so good. It's not one of the 4Ks of the week because I didn't watch it this week. I also have two 4Ks of the week again this week. I really wish they would cite sources. Everything should cite sources. Yeah, he's been around. He's been around a long time, but like, if you're not gonna say your sources either, then you can't knock someone else for that. In my opinion, like as far as I'm concerned, it's a he said, she said, and we'll just see. My guess is Armageddon and stuff's gonna get a 4K at some point or the other. Hey Benny, screw you. There is, man. There is. There's weird energy between those 4K disc rumor accounts. They're always going after each other because like they're competing for use my link is what it is. You are you are one of my sources. Shh, you weren't supposed to tell anybody. No, I mean 100%. Like most of the source info that I get is going to come through distributors, and like Lance works in Hollywood, and and stuff like that. Jason, I wouldn't say that out loud. No, it's not bad. I mean, Tank Girl has a little more to look at if I'm splitting them. Yes, I'm surprised Warner Brothers is putting out Eraser themselves. I was really hoping Arrow would get it and get a chunky box. I really was. I don't feel like, to be honest with you, for the level of stars they are, I don't feel like Stallone movies, Schwarzenegger movies, really even Harrison Ford movies, and as a director like Spielberg movies, they haven't gotten enough prestige releases, like nice releases. I mean, I know we've got, you know, we got the two chunky boxes of the Conan movies and stuff like that, but we don't have, like, even Terminator was just a plain steel book. Um, True Lies is just slipcover. I guess Rambo had the early on steel books that I missed, but the Rocky sets have sucked. Like, not the quality of the picture, but the sets themselves haven't been good. I mean, we got Demolition Man. Look how well that sold as a, chunky box. I feel like people like that should be, everything should be good. And we'll talk about Spielberg again in just a second. I mean, if I had to guess, yeah, because it's probably going to be, if it's either going to be Disney putting them out directly or Sony putting them out on Steelbook as the distribution arm for Disney. Oh, I love it. I love Cloak and Dagger. My mom loves Cloak and Dagger. That's, man, Edward used to tell me that all the time. And he's like, you would love them. I just never gotten around to them. I love the old HBO when the TV show, whenever a movie or anything was about to come on, the sweep of the camera through the, like, miniature town. I knew that was on. Did Umbrella do that on 4K in a big set too? Yes, it is Why So Bluetooth. It is another one that I have that was making me think about that list. I mean, I guess you could make the argument. Um, but I actually watched this recently too, and I had told my man Fuzz over at the original Fuzz about it because he's such an Alien and Aliens fan, and I told him to pick this up. This is uh, this is one that would probably make the list if I did that list. I don't know if a list like that would do any good, though. Like if people would be interested in that or not. But it would be fun to do. It'd be fun to do. Never seen it, so it's a blind buy. There's a lot of TV shows missing. There's a lot of TV shows. Tango and Cash, we need that on 4K still. I got that one pulled me back into collecting, so I've just been kind of committed to that line. That's about the only thing I'm a completionist on anymore. Got recommended to one of those industry insider channels. Yeah, I think I probably know who you're talking about. I think they started carrying them a while back, and they kind of sell them through a third party, though. I think it's kind of weird. Eraser's getting a WB UK chunky box. That'll yeah definitely be more expensive than Arrow. So I didn't know that when I said that. I will definitely get the. I'll pay it. I'll pay it just like I did with Lethal Weapon and stuff. I'll pay it to get that chunky box. Yeah, now that the production capacity, I straight up asked people who are distributors that I know that distribute movies, and they were like, "What production problems? Do with that what you will." And we're talking about people that deal with Indican and Magnolia and Lionsgate and all that kind of stuff, and they're like, "What production problems for discs?" Listen, y'all can't be giving away all the movies I might put on that list now. Oh, got a $6.99 super chat from Phil. Says, "Let's make this goal happen." Yeah, that would be cool. I don't even know where I think we've gotten 3 or 4, but I appreciate that. Thank you so much, my friend. Glad to see you. Okay, yeah, so they did do Raid. Yeah, okay. I thought so. I thought I remembered seeing people talk about that. Oh, you heard movies back in the day would cost $60 to $100. Oh, for sure. For sure. So like when I in the early 80s, like when I started renting movies, View and Chew Video was mom and pop video rental store, and they had a sign up there. If you didn't return the video or you damaged the video and it couldn't be used anymore, you bought the video, and it was anywhere between $79 and $119.99 depending on the movie. And this is like 1984, so do that math. And then I remember like buying like my mom buying like, oh hell, what was that movie? I remember distinctly seeing VHS tapes being bought for $70 in the early and mid 80s, um, particularly the early 80s. And it was like you could get that one. Like if you love that movie, you could get that one, because if you do the math, I mean, you're talking about, by comparison, that'd be equivalent of a couple $100 or more right now for that one film. I remember, for some reason, I remember what movie was it? I mean, I know that like they're back. I saw a video somebody showing Back to the Future being like $60 when it came out, and we didn't ever buy. Like we didn't have the money to buy them. Hell, for a long time we had to rent a VCR. We couldn't even afford the VCR. You had to rent it. And then our first VCR came from a furniture store called Badcock Furniture. And that was so that you could pay payments on it, just like your living room suit. So they were expensive. What have you been feeding this thing? Blonde. There's so many great things. Yeah, they were expensive, man. They were super expensive. And they were $80 at that time. And if you look at like $80 in 1983, like what that is worth now, it's probably $240 or something. at least. I've never watched one on PS5. My son has PS5 in his room, um, but I don't. I can't. So I can't vouch for that. But it looks good. It looks good. Yeah, they were. They were. That's why he rented, and that's why mom and pop places they couldn't compete later on with like Blockbuster and stuff because they couldn't afford to buy 50 copies of a new release. That's it. It was in like that big suitcase, and like I remember, like they had one. It was like this padded suitcase we would get, and and then there was one that was in later on that was in like in a hard shell, almost like Pelican box, like, and it was kind of made into it. You almost didn't even open it up. And then we finally got one, and I'm telling you, it was a Zenith, and it was like silver on the front and wood grain. It was supposed to look like your damn furniture. I think Tom Hardy's a good actor. I do. Yep. Oh, you think darkness is your ally? And you merely adopted the dark. I was born in it, molded by it. Towel VHS. Your brother, your only brother. Towel. It used to be way worse. I try to tell people that. Yeah, and see that was later on. That was 96. You know, I was driving myself to go get them at that time. Yeah, they stuff used to be expensive, man. It was expensive. People forget, like they forget. I have not seen State of Grace, Carrie. But I wanted to share because Blockbuster Box Sets is in here, and I know I got to send him some artwork because we're putting together, getting ready the stuff to get the Indiegogo up for the pre-orders for Creature Feature. And someone, I don't know their name, I don't know who they are. They're on eBay as Out of Print Media, and they sent me this that they made for their birthday. Check these out. They're DVDs of it's supposed to be me. They're on in it's like this Simpson style of sleepaway camp cover. Check that out. And it's actually got the sleepaway camp movie in here. And then this is a movie I had never seen before, The Mutilator. And check me out. Um my hat, everything else. Look at the arms. I wish I was that buff right now. Check it out. Look at this. Look at that. It's so cool. Looking for a good time. And then you open the thing up. It's on the inside too. Look at that. Happy birthday, Chase. Sent it to me. I thought that was some cool stuff, man. Um, I thought that was pretty cool. Um, just out of nowhere, just a gift. I thought that was pretty neat. It was waiting on me when I got home. But yeah, that's pretty cool. I wanted to share it with y'all because I Yeah, mom and pop. Like I watched it. Like, look, it's not in. The Mutilator's not in. Well, the Mutilators. I had watched it already. We watched it last night, sitting here, and then I popped in. I was like, "Is it straight? Is it Sleepaway Camp that's in there?" And it was. It was a Sleepaway Camp that was on it. Out of print media. I don't know the person behind it. That's all it is. That's all I know about them. They sent it to me. I just thought that was cool. And that seems like a good place before we go forward. It is time for your favorite segment here. The segment you've all been waiting for, I'm sure. And that is 4Ks of the week. This week, again, we have two 4Ks of the week. And the first one was a first time watch for me. Believe it or not, I had never seen this movie. It was a blind buy, incredible 4K, and I sat here absolutely transfixed watching this movie, A History of Violence. Now, I had seen pretty much everything David Cronenberg had ever done, but I had not seen this movie, and this doesn't feel like his movie at all. It doesn't feel like David Cronenberg to me at all, but I thought it was absolutely excellent. I sat here, I never so much as had an interest to pick up my phone, get up to go to the bathroom, anything else that would distract me. This was incredible. The 4K was outstanding, and I enjoyed every stinking second of A History of Violence. Outstanding performances. I just awesome. Just awesome. Cannot recommend this one enough. Great job from the Criterion Collection. One of my 4Ks of the week, A History of Violence. Yes, and yeah, Maria Bello is gorgeous in it and undressed a couple of times, but the movie is just, I mean, but it was very makes sense of how it was in there. And then very different type of film, but this is The Fablemans, Steven Spielberg's most recent film, besides the one that's about to come out now, Disclosure Day. And it says one of the best films of the year right here. They're not kidding. This is basically his life story that he wrote and, you know, directed and was all that kind of stuff. And it is outstanding. It's a drama, but it is outstanding. Now, I wanted more at the end, but the 4K looks brilliant, and it's just you get to learn more about Steven Spielberg. I cannot recommend this enough. Now, I didn't get to slip with it, which stinks, but I'm a huge Spielberg fan, period. I think he's the greatest. And this, though, just gives you this all insight into what shaped him and what drives him and how creative he was. And I mean, he spares no embarrassment or anything. He puts his whole life out there, and it's well acted by, especially by the actor who plays Steven Spielberg. I could watch this 100 times, but let me tell you, the scene that steals the movie in this is the scene where Steven Spielberg is like 18 or 19 years old, and he's been sneaking on the lot at Universal and all this stuff, and they finally give him a meeting, and he meets the legendary John Ford. Well, in this movie, you have David Lynch playing John Ford in that meeting. And it is absolutely incredible. It is, I mean, you've got David Lynch being directed by Steven Spielberg, playing John Ford, talking to Steven Spielberg. It is a nerd out moment for me beyond nerd out moments. Two of the greatest directors, just creative minds. I just couldn't even put that all into words. Excellent, excellent film. My 4Ks of the week: A History of the Violence, and The Fablemans. Check them out. 4Ks of the week. History of Violence. Yeah, it is really good. I'll try it. I'll try it because I sure did like it. It jumped up to the top right there with. It didn't beat Videodrome. Nothing will ever beat Videodrome for me, but you're too late. You haven't watched History of Violence or The Fablemans. Oh, really? Just because gifts are the best. Yeah, it says happy birthday. My birthday was a couple of weeks ago, and it was just a surprise when we got home, and I thought it was so cool. Oh yeah, Duel is basically Jaws. Duel is Jaws, and that's a great 4K. It's up here somewhere. One day I'll get somebody to make me a whole Spielberg box set that I can put all of his movies in. Okay, The Fablemans. Man, I'm gonna tell you, just that one scene is no, if nothing else. I will say this. That is horrible, 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 horrible artwork for this movie. It's not good. And then they just have the coffee pot on the disc. I'm that's a no from me, dog. Yeah, you'll like man. That's I'm telling you, the scene with David Lynch playing John Ford. Yeah, it's real bad. Like I don't know what they're doing here. I really don't know what they were doing here. Hell, they could have just put barbed wire all over the cover and it would have been better. It kind of does. It kind of does. What are some of my favorite steelbook cover arts? Prince of Darkness. Um, if you hadn't asked me, I could have told. Oh, the. I mean, come on. Boogie Nights. Um, Let me think about it for a second. Those two for sure. I'd have to think about it. There's a couple that I've hated to even put in protective cases. No knock on Mike because I got boxes to protect him, but it's like man, I love the steelbook so much. It's hard. Oh, Fright Nights is awesome. Um, Barb Wire, the steelbook from Turbine is incredible artwork. The best one ever though, maybe this Red Sonja steelbook right there. That Red Sonja 4K steelbook is pretty damn epic. That's a bad 4K restoration right there, but that steelbook is awesome. They Live steelbook is good. Speaking of steelbooks, let me we'll jump over here and do a little bit of news real quick. So check this out. I was talking to the guys about this today. This is the kind of re-release that I'm like, but why? It's not that hard to still get this, get Carlito's Way on 4K. And Arrow did a big box set of this, right? I got it over here, I'm pretty sure. Somewhere. Yeah, right up there. I have it. And there's so much like new ground that could be broken. I don't know. I don't know why we need to do this right now. I don't know why we need to do this right now. I wasn't as big a fan of that one. Yeah, the Arrow Chunky box is all you need. I don't understand this. Yeah, I got that. That's a nice one. Yeah, so you have an original Universal 4K release. You have the Arrow 4K release. Like, why are we doing this? Why so Bluetooth and I were talking about this today. Uh, People are like, they're asking. Oh, there's Carrie asking for the source on this, but he's not the only one. But Dawn of the Disc is not the only one to report this. I heard some stuff behind the scenes a while back on this. Um, and I was talking to YSO Bluetooth on about this. Like, this movie was shot in like 70 millimeter. Do you know how in redonkulous this movie would look in 4K? Just next level, next level. So fingers crossed on that. And these movies right here, man, these movies are being passed around like a joke I can't mention on here, but they are being passed around a lot. A lot now. They are being shared. So if you've been waiting on stuff like The Killer and Hard Boiled and all that stuff, you take your pick. Take your pick. Take your pick. Bride of Reanimator coming soon. Looking forward to that. There's a lot of stuff come. This going to complete the Ilsa stuff. I got to grab that one. And there it is. So here's the one I want to talk about. I want to talk about the Arrow Enter the Video Store and what may be coming with that. The one that I hope is coming the most is Ghost Town. My dad loved that movie. I watched that movie so many times. That is just a solid, solid film. It really is. But there is nothing saying that this is necessarily going to be like Empire Pictures films this in this box. So we don't know that. We did talk about the Rad re-release. I got no problem with that because it's been a long time. Excuse me. Hold on one second. Got some on here. It's been a long time since they initially released it. They're releasing it in a different format. And I contacted them and asked them straight out. And Rad is going to be a VSU, but it will not. They told me, and then I asked them publicly. I asked them privately. You can find it on their post about it, where they responded to me there as well, and said it will not take the place of their regularly scheduled VSUs for the year. So they're still going to have the other VSUs as they were going to. So we'll get 5 this year, it looks like. So no need to get mad. Like, I mean, like people that missed it, now you have a chance to get it. If you want it as VSU, you got options now. But I would have been irritated if they were re-releasing it on VSU and taking up one of the VSU slots for the year with it. That would have been irritating. But they're not going to do that. It's in addition, so you buy it if you want to buy it. Yep, we get extra VSU. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I don't have it. Like, I don't have any. I've got a standard version of Rad. Yeah, I was very happy when they told me it would not be taking the place of any of the other VSUs for the year. It would be in addition to it. So that made me super stoked to get it. Yeah, that they did not tell me. I didn't ask. I could go back and try to ask them, but I didn't ask. You would think that it would, because you think they'd give something new for the VSU. Yeah, lots of big releases next week. We can jump over there and look. Ben Hur, I pre-ordered the Steel Book. That will be coming next week on the, what is that, the 17th? Yeah. Predator Badlands. You got the Ben Hur standard as well. Nightcrawler, which I've never seen. All the President's Men. A Beautiful Mind, which is an incredible movie. The Badlands Steelbook. That's the All the President's Men. That's the standard, or there's the steel up there. There's the Double Impact and Knockout. That was the other 4K I couldn't remember. I pre-ordered both of those from MVD. The Silent Night, Deadly Night remake, Five Nights at Freddy's 2 Steelbook, which we will get. We had fun going to watch it. We had fun. My kids liked it. Got the Dead Silence Steelbook, the Brotherhood of the Wolf Steelbook, but Mike is in here. He sent me that movie with the slip, so I'm good. The Doors. Network is one that it's going to be hard for me to wait until the sale. I really want to watch that. I haven't seen it in forever. Mimic, I have pre-ordered. Somewhere in Time, I have pre-ordered from Kino. I love Somewhere in Time. Ilsa, I have pre-ordered. Something else pre-ordered from Kino. There's a lot coming out in February. The one that I see that is it looks like it's been taken off is nope, there's Student Bodies. I feel like I pre-ordered this forever ago and still waiting on it. But here's the interesting thing: as long ago as that seems, this movie right here, pre-ordered from Terror Vision in April last year. And that's a really long time to wait, y'all. That's a really long time. That's a really long time. Yeah, Brotherhood of the Wolf Steelbook looks very cool, but it's basically the exact same artwork as the slipcover. Now, had Mike not sent me the slipcover version of the movie, I would be getting that. But he sent me that as a gift. And it is literally the exact same. So, exact same as the Steelbook. So, I tend to only buy Steelbooks from Scream Shout when that's the only option, or I miss the slipcover version. If I already have the slipcover version, I usually don't rebuy the steel. But it looks cool. Oh man, you're not kidding. Yeah, a year is a year's a long time. That's a long time. I had about completely forgotten about it. But there's a fair amount of stuff coming out this month. It's just most of it is like from this week on, has been from this week on. It was kind of light early in the month here. But there's a few things coming now. I want to see this Silent Night, Deadly Night. We never did make it to the theater to see it, so I'll probably just blind buy it. Dead Silence. I have to look. If I don't have that, I may buy that still. That one I don't have, so I may pick that up. I'm not sure. So lots of stuff coming. I haven't really looked ahead to next month. I've been kind of trying to let it come to me instead of feeling like I'm rushing and looking ahead all the time. I did pre-order this because I don't have it, and the slipcover version's expensive. Piranha that comes out next month. Devil's Advocate I'm waiting on. Hopefully they put some special features on it. Lots of stuff coming, but the big thing for me next month is getting that Red Sonja. So lots of stuff coming down the pipe. Oh, we got a $2 super chat. Peter Jackson's Bad Taste. Yeah, that's and I'll tell you too, next month, if you guys that sale on Vinegar Syndrome starts Friday. It won't be on sale, but order Demon Warp. Demon Warp is ridiculous fun. I am telling you, Demon Warp is out of sight ridiculous. I can't wait to watch it, Carrie. I cannot wait to watch it. I have not seen it 25 years. It's been 25 years. I do have Minority Report and Catch Me If You Can, Steelbook 4Ks. I haven't watched them yet. Yeah, Student Bodies is supposed to come out this week. I mean, Black Friday seems like nothing compared to ordering Gator Bait last April. Yeah, they had a good month. They had a good month. Feel good Vaseline on the lens. Favorite Vinegar Syndrome blind buy? Southern Comfort is probably one of them. I'd never seen that. I'm a Walter Hill fan, but I'd never seen it. Um, that's definitely one. The Invisible Maniac is a blast. Trying to think. Blood Tracks. I would say those three. Blood Tracks. The Nesting is also really good. I can't say Iced because I had seen Iced before. It had just been forever. Um, yeah, I would definitely say Southern Comfort's number one on that list. And then Blood Tracks, Invisible Maniac, and then Nesting, probably the top four. just off the top of my head. There's a couple others though, like Count Dracula's Great Love, so much fun. As was the Seventh Curse and the Curse of the Devil. Blood tracks. Yeah, you play a little roulette with them for sure. You play a little roulette. All right, you guys, I am going to wrap it up for the night because I have some videos to edit for you. And I appreciate you all. There's still over 100 of us in here. Got to keep it a little bit shorter tonight because I have so much to edit. I got so much to edit. I appreciate you all hanging out with me in here. Help spread the word on the videos. We're another one of those lulls. Have I watched Sad Hill Unearthed? The documentary comes with arrows, good, but I have not watched the documentary yet. I have not watched it yet. Oh no, Mac and Me just makes you wish you were temporarily blind. That's a difference. Oh, Chase Street coming in with a $5 super chat at the end. Speaking of blind buys, have you had a chance to watch The Sect yet? No, I haven't. Not yet, man. But I appreciate you sending it to me. I do look forward to watching it. Mark, I appreciate it, man. And Chase, thank you for that, brother. Thank you all. Yeah, I got to edit. Editing is taking me longer because my computer is graphics card's dying and I'm having problems. So I'm also trying to find am I buying a whole new system? What am I going to do on that? So I got a lot of stuff to do and it's just taking me a little longer to do it. So I appreciate you guys understanding me cutting it short. I usually go at least 2 hours, but I need to get to work so that you guys can see some videos. But until next time, be kind, rewind like always. No way, man. I can't do MacBooks. I got to have a big PC build. I can't. There's not enough power. You can't, especially using the cinema camera. They'll burn that MacBook to pieces. Because this thing right here has 100. My rig right now is 128 gigabytes of RAM already. It maxed out. Editing multiple layers of effects in 4K. But all right, you guys, I'll see you later. Bye-bye.